The Fageol Supersonic is one of the most complex and fascinating automobiles ever created in the United States, not only for its radical Art Deco design, but for its unusually fragmented life story. Unlike most concept cars, it was not a single finished idea. It was a sequence of transformations shaped by ambition, circumstance, and experimentation. The story begins in the late 1930s with Joel Thorne, a wealthy racing enthusiast and Indianapolis 500 veteran. Seeking to challenge European dominance in land speed racing, Thorne commissioned engineer Art Sparks to build a twin-engine Miller Streamliner. Master metal shaper Emil Deit formed an advanced aluminum body, extremely low and aerodynamic. Financial problems halted the project before completion, and the unfinished Streamliner sat dormant for nearly a decade. In 1948, the car was purchased by Lou Fageol, president of Twin Coach Company, a manufacturer of buses and commercial vehicles. Fageol saw potential not as a record-breaking racer, but as a high-speed road car meant to demonstrate the future of American transportation. He discarded Thorne's original chassis and ordered a 125-inch wheelbase Lincoln frame, combined with a Packard rear axle and an overdrive transmission. Power came from an aluminum 404 cubic-inch single overhead cam six-cylinder engine developed by Twin Coach, producing approximately 275 horsepower. The suspension featured torsioelastic springs and a crosslink system designed to reduce body roll. The body was reworked into a two-seat coupe with a wraparound windshield, flush aircraft-style headlamps, no doors, and a hydraulically sliding roof. Debuting at the 1949 Indianapolis 500, the Supersonic reached 125 miles per hour in exhibition laps and was theoretically capable of 150 miles per hour. It then toured the country as a promotional vehicle, later converted to run on propane to support Twin Coach's LPG technology. In 1950, the Supersonic became a promotional vehicle for propane fuel and was converted accordingly. Soon afterward, Hudson requested a concept car. Under time pressure, Fageol transplanted the Supersonic body onto a Hudson chassis, widening the cabin, adding doors, and disabling the sliding roof. This transformation marked the end of the Supersonic as originally conceived. For decades, the Supersonic's identity was fragmented, its chassis and engine repurposed into the Pataray by Lou Fageol, while other elements were scattered, stolen, and misunderstood. Over time, historians saw two separate cars, but collector Mark Brinker has now reunited the major surviving components, enabling an accurate restoration to the Supersonic's original 1949 form. What endures is not a myth, but a rare, tangible vision of post-war optimism, where aviation, racing, and industrial design converged into a single rolling experiment in speed and style.